Well, this is the first time that we've gone past the ST program. So the car represented a couple unique challenges when it came to the engineering, especially with the chassis. We're still working out the driveline bugs. It's an entirely new engine management system. So the engineering challenges have been pretty steep. Actually, we did a time that was much faster than we thought we were going to be able to do here. So far the testing and hard work's paid off. The progression to the next class was logical. Ultimately we want to be running the 24. So in a couple years, look for some expansion again over to the other side of the paddock.
It's pretty interesting considering we came from a rear-wheel drive Mazda MX-5, now we're at the front-wheel drive Mazda Speed 3. So as far as the differences go, well, front-wheel drive requires a whole lot different spring package and sway bar package than the MX-5s did. MX-5 was a momentum car. This is quite a bit more torque, and we're working with trying to dial in how to manage that and manage the brakes and the different complexities of a front-wheel drive car over a momentum car, which was rear-wheel drive, like the MX-5. Testing has been exciting. We've managed to have the car on the track a few days prior to the Daytona test days, where we've gone to a few of the Grand-Am tracks that we'll be competing at this year. It's gone really well. The drivetrain has been bulletproof. Mazda has built an excellent 2.3-liter turbocharged engine. The transmission is held up flawlessly. We're just trying to dial in our suspension settings, and I'm really excited about where we're at for 2010.
This weekend is the first time I've driven the Porsche Cayman in the Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge, and it's a lot different than what I'm used to, but it's coming along okay. These cars are brand new. They were finished literally the night before the test. There's a few little bugs to be worked out, as you'd expect with any car, but so far they've gone off without a hitch. We've had no mechanicals. We've finished every lap we've tried to run. There's little issues probably on every level, but all of them are easily fixable. So we're pretty excited about these cars. We think that in the long run they've got a lot of potential. For right now, it's a little frustrating as a driver because we'll have it doing one thing one session. We'll make big changes that'll be doing the complete opposite thing the next session. And then on other fronts, braking or something, we'll make a huge change and it does the exact same thing. So, getting to grips with the chassis and the brakes is definitely the biggest challenge right now. The motors are pretty good. They're different than every other car that's running in the series. Every other car has a lot of torque, but is also heavier and punches a bigger hole in the air. This car, on paper should be good under braking, and so far it seems that it is.
It's a step up in class. It's a new car, new teammate, and it'll be interesting. We got a lot of work to do though to match the V8 cars, since we're only a little 4-cylinder, but we got a turbo and we got all-wheel drive, so obviously we'll be praying for rain quite a bit. The front suspension-wise and the whole chassis is very similar to the Legacy, but the differences is power. It's a much more powerful car, but the baseline in terms of the fundamentals from Subaru in terms of its 4-cylinder boxer engine and the all-wheel drive are the same. It's the same transmission, same rear differential, so there are some similarities and there are some differences. Well, number one, Brett, yes, he's new to the team, but he's not kind of new to our family. He was a customer of ours in club racing, and he won a national championship. So both of us have national championships, and he ran last year very well in ST, and so he's going to fit in really well. Expectations for this year, it's going to be a development year. I don't think we're going to do as well as we would really like to, or as well as we did last year with the Legacy here.
The problem last year, we weren't having issues with the car. We were here last year at 3,850 pounds. Now we're down to the Grand-Am weight, 3,375, but with a couple of different issues on things that we've changed. So we haven't gone full out yet. So I honestly don't know where the car stands. I don't think it's the fastest, but I think it's got a couple more seconds easily for some of the issues that we're having to deal with right now. Our cars have always been good in the rain. We just seem to have the big, heavy cars, and the rain's never been an issue. Of course, you learn as much as you can with weekends like this, especially there's a lot of new cars. I think everybody's learning a lot, especially the BMWs and the Camaros that haven't had a lot of track time. But you know, we'll see what happens come race day. We have some issues still that, you know, can be sorted out in the shop. Don't necessarily need the track time, but we're on an airport, and the airport lets us use the closed-off portion of a runway to test. So I'm never really worried about going somewhere to test because we drive out the shop door and we're there.